Hello everyone and welcome to Mobile DevOps webinar. The topic for today is how to supercharge mobile app development with CI/CD. I'm your host and presenter Samson Peter. I'm Global Practice Head for Mobile Services at Royal Cyber, and we also have Sandeep Rajbar, who is Mobile Architect at Royal Cyber. So agenda for today is we will be discussing popular CI/CD tools for mobile apps. How does CI/CD add value in mobile app development? What are the various stages of CI/CD oriented app development? Then we will have a live working session with Sandeep, and there will be a QA round. So let's begin. So popular CI/CD tools for mobile apps. There are although many tools for CI/CD, but we have shortlisted four of the most popular tools um, to discuss in this webinar. And the number one tool, the first tool that we will discuss is Azure DevOps or Visual Studio App Center. So this is one of those CI/CD tools that's really focused on mobile apps, and the key features these tools offer is it's a SaaS based. No installation is required. Self-hosting is not required. It's simple, has a very user-friendly interface. It can easily integrate with GitHub or any other versioning system. It integrates with a lot of other sorry, a lot of other third-party tools such as Sonar Cube, Chef, and a lot more. It supports automated build distribution to testers and to app stores. Supports parallel builds on different environments. For example, you can build a build for iOS and Android simultaneously. And one of the best feature is that it supports testing automation on real devices. This is one of the very key feature um, that we regularly use at Root Cyber, and it's very powerful. Okay, so our second tool is of course Jenkins. Jenkins is needless to say one of the most popular and most powerful feature enriched tool uh, out there. But the reason we don't have this on the number one spot is because it requires you to have certain a degree of understanding of basically installation and hosting, right? So this is not a SaaS based tool, although it does installation is not that difficult. It's very easy installation and supports various operating systems. But essentially, you have to it's a work. It requires a certain degree of work before you can basically use this tool in your day-to-day work, right? But it is a great tool by all means. It has a very simple and user-friendly interface. Um, it's extensive with it has a huge community for support and plugins. Easy environment configuration in the user interface. It supports distribution build with master slave architecture. Builds can be scheduled based on expressions. Supports shell and Windows commands. Okay, so tool number three, we have Circle CI. Now, Circle CI is relatively a new player in the market, but it's a pretty solid tool. It's both SaaS based and a self-hosted version as well. Integrates well with um, third-party versioning systems. Runs built on container or virtual machine. Automated parallelization. It supports quick test, personalized email and notifications. continuous and branch-specific deployment. It's highly customizable. It supports automated merging and custom commands for package uploading. This is a very powerful feature. So fourth tool is Teamcity. The key features it provides, it allows users to run parallel builds. It's easily customizable, and it has a very flexible user base, or say user management, or role management system, and it integrates well with third-party systems. Uh, TeamCity is basically by JetBrains, and JetBrains is one of the most popular companies when it comes to mobile development. In fact, Kotlin is one of their product, and as you know, Kotlin is slowly taking over Java. How does CI/CD add value in app development cycle? So there are four major benefits. Number one is smaller code changes. So one of the technical advantage of CI/CD is that it allows you to integrate small pieces of code at one time, and using continuous testing. These small pieces are tested as soon as they integrate with the repo. This diminishes the chances of bad code making into production. Number two, we have fault detection and isolation. Fault detection isolation refers to a system design that limits the negative result of an error by pinpointing the cause and location. This is one of the primary benefit of CI/CD. Number three, we have streamlined communication. CI/CD improves overall communication and accountability between team members. This is done by involving all the stakeholders as well as the customers. Number four, we have reduced cost. With continuous testing and automated distribution of mobile app, developers no longer have to spend time on manual distribution, and with increased code quality and early detection of critical issues, overall ROI of an organization is improved. Next is, what are the various stages of CI/CD oriented development? We have covered, and we will be talking about 7 different stages. But keep in mind that these stages can be a lot more than 7 and a lot less than 7, depending on project need. Uh, First stage is basically trigger point. Okay, so this trigger point is uh, when is the compilation, or the pipeline, you can say, this the process will initiate. Okay, so usually this is the trigger point is usually each commit, each piece of code that developer commits, or in many cases this is not each piece of code the developer commits. It's basically a build that goes end of the day. Okay, a time-based build, depending on, of course, again, the project need. Second stage is compilation. So this is where this stage is basically when the underlying tool pulls the code and start compiling it. Stage number three is unit testing. So once the compilation is done, then the next stage is unit testing. The system tests if everything is if all the unit test cases are running perfectly fine. Next is building process. The process after that is basically running automation, testing automation. This again depends on what sort of tool you're using or what sort of project requirement you have. But we keeping it generic, focusing on mobile apps. So the basic automation testing you can have in a standard CI/CD is that application is basically launching on a device. Okay, this is a very basic test case that should be there all the time. So the cycle, the pipeline is not wasted, right? So if let's suppose uh, a particular team has triggered build end of the day, if end of the day uh, the the build triggers and compilation is successful. Uh, it's the code is building fine, unit test cases are fine, but due to some error, the application is just not launching on actual device. So this diminishes the whole purpose of having a CI/CD end of the that runs end of the day. The last stage is basically deployment. So depending on again the tool that you're using, the configuration that you have, this deployment can be basically a build being pushed to testing team, or build being pushed to app store or play store. The next is live working session, and Sandeep is going to take you through the process of setting up CI/CD, configuring Azure DevOps, and from end to end. Sandeep, over to you.
Hey, hello to everyone. I hope all of you are doing great. Today, I would love to take you all through the journey of demo. Basically, this demo is divided into three parts. First one is how to set a basic pipeline for mobile app distribution. Second is how to add Sonar cloud quality check into your CI/CD pipeline. Third one is how to create a branching strategy for release management. Let's go one by one. On the first step, let's see what is technology stack you need. So that is Xcode, Android Studio, VS Code, access for Azure DevOps, App Store, Play Store, and Sonar Cloud account. Requirement and assumptions. The developer has basic knowledge of deploying an app to the App Store and Play Store manually. Organization and the project repo already created. A user have the access to the project. The app is already created on App Store and Play Store with all configuration needed to upload the build. The first version of the app has already uploaded to the App Store and Play Store. That is basically go to the internal alpha release. The tester can able to test the same via a test flight for iOS and via link for the Android. The next one is the P12 file and provisioning profile are already available as per the bundle ID, Apple account and Play Store credential with access of admin. The next one is API access user created from the master Play Store account. Give your API access user account as an owner role. This will generate one JSON file which we will use during build development. Basically, this is some account which you need to basically go and create to the Google Play Store console. I will not go much into the deep, but I will going to show how the JSON file look alike. Okay. The next step is generate a key store file by a command line, not manually by Android Studio, because it will going to create some problem during your when you try to release a build on the Play Store. Next one is Sonar Cloud account and project already created and configured with our POC project, and user have access for the same. The Sonar Cloud project already showing quality pass and fail result. We will not go much deep into the Sonar Cloud how it's work, but I will just going to give an overview in the next step. And maybe in the next webinar, we will like to give you the whole idea behind what how Sonar Cloud work, how the configuration work. So let's go ahead, and for the next step, the next one is show sample code with running simulator. So this is our sample code. This is nothing doing, it's just having two button to increase and decrease the count, having some test script written into the file. Okay. And currently the simulator, the code look like this for the iOS. So we just click on the plus minus, you can increase and decrease, and same for you can see for the Android also. You can just click. Okay, you just press it, just click plus minus, it will going to do just if you're going to run. Okay. And the next step which we're going to see is actual the magic one, which is something this is something very interesting for all of you, like create a pipeline for the Android app distribution. So we have a choice between iOS and Android. So basically we will just go for the Android, how to create a build an APK and then upload to the Play Store by creating our own pipeline. So let's go ahead and create a magic. Okay. So as I said, we should already have our own Azure DevOps account with all Azure DevOps account with all the project integrated into it with the repo and the code. So this is my project. Okay, let's go to the pipeline now. Okay, these are some pipeline which I have already created for my trial purpose. So before creating a new pipeline, let's see what is our current build version uploaded to the Play Stores for our app master CI/CD. So currently is 13. Let's see the source code. Yeah, it's 13 version code. Now let's upgrade to the 14. And once our pipeline will get successful, the APK should be uploaded to the Play Store with new version code that is 14. Okay. Now let's come back to our pipeline. Click on a new pipeline. Okay, use the classical editor. Okay, and select your source and particular branch. So I will go to select a master branch, and Azure repo is my source. These are the different template for different kind of a technology to create a build. For us, we will need Android, so just click on the Android. Okay, now just give some name like demo Android. Okay, and just do some kind of a selection here. So this is by default setting for the repository and the branch. We will go to keep as it is. We will go to select agent pool here. So we'll go to select Azure pipeline. We will also going to see what is agent specification. So we're going to keep Mac OS 10, 15 because Mac can be run on the Mac. We can run both iOS and Android, so that is totally fine. And rest of the things seems to be almost in. Yeah, just select this allow script to access the OAuth token. Now just do the Gradle setting. Okay, by default it will going to show the Gradle, but you need to just unleak and select the path for your actually Gradle view. Okay, just click here, go to the Android. Okay, select this. Okay, now what is the working directory? Android is your working directory. Just select it, click it here, and select the Android. Okay, and we don't need to publish to the Azure pipeline, so just uncheck it. We don't need to do anything else in this particular job. Now select the next job for the signing. In this, let's click on the signing the APK. We need to sign in the APK. Now, if you see the key store file, previously I said that what is our requirement. So Sonar, that particular for this kind of POC, I have created my own store key. That is, I have already added into my library in a secure file. If you see this here, Sonar Cloud key, I will going to use this. Okay. So once you will go to create your own pipeline, you need to create your own store key, and that I will just going to select this. Okay. Now what is key store password? So I'm just going to add it. And the rest of the thing we not to do anything in this. We not to change anything. We just need to basically specify what is your source folder and target folder. These artifacts are basically the outcome of some product. Basically it's the outcome of the some pipeline when you are running it. So it maybe it's APK, or where it is coming as APK IP, whatever you create. Okay, so we need to just keep as it is. We don't need, we need not to change anything here. We not wanted to upload our build to the App Center, so just remove it. We don't need this particular job. Just remove it. Okay, add the new one, because we wanted to basically upload this to the Play Store. So just select Play Store, release. Yeah, you can just add it here. Okay, now here, now the service connections. At the start of time I said, when you're going to create your API access by the master account on the Play Store console, you will going to get one JSON file. So this JSON file look like this. Okay, which is basically having the client email ID, and which is having a private key. So how to create that? Basically, sorry, yeah, you need to basically go to your project setting and just see service connection. So I have created some service connection maybe for the App Store, Play Store, and Sonar Clouds. Just see how it is looking in a Play Store. Just click it here. Yeah, it will. You just need to push your email ID and the key which is mentioned in the JSON file. Okay, once you save it, that's done. I'm just going to select it, Play Store. Okay, APK path. So APK path is a path which you have already pasted here, copy pasted. So just going to paste it here, and rest of the thing we need not to change anything, and the rest of the thing are fine. It will go to the internal test track. Okay, now just do one thing, just go back to your source tree and just commit this. We have uploaded to 14 version code. Let's commit this. Okay, 14 for Android. Let's commit this. We can also auto trigger this as of now, but that is something I will go to show you later on, how to basically auto trigger the pipeline whenever someone is trying to commit the code into master, SIT, or UAT branch. Okay, we can do a setting here, but I will going to show you later on. Okay, now just do one thing. Click on save and queue. Okay, give any name. If you don't give a name, it's totally fine, no problem. Just save and queue, save and run this. Okay, now we see. Okay, our demo Android pipeline is running now. You can just go inside it and you can basically see the pipeline running and different kind of a log. So it will going to take some time to execute it. Now it is trying to build the APK. Now it's trying to sign in. It's trying to copy the files. Now publish the artifact. Now it is trying to release a APK to the Play Store. Now it's finalizing the job. Wow, it's successful log. Let's see the log here. Yeah, yeah, APK successfully published. Now let's see the magic. Currently the version is 13, right? Let's refresh this. It should be 14. Oh, here we go. So congratulations to everyone. Now we have created our own pipeline. and successfully able to upload the new APK to our Play Store. Okay, let's see how it's look now. Our pipeline. Yeah, you can see it's a green check mark, means it's successful. You can again go inside it, see the detail about it, and you can also see the log if you wanted to see it. Okay, it's a successful. Perfect. So now our next step, I'm just going to give a basic introduction about what is Sonar Cloud, and then I'm going to add that this particular Sonar Cloud task into our pipeline, and then I will go to show how the build breaker will go to help you to break the current executing pipeline if suppose your quality gate is failed. Now let's see how the Sonar Cloud looks. So basically, Sonar Cloud is a tool which try to analyze the code and give basic errors like bugs, security. If suppose there is any kind of a security cheat code written inside it, code smell like bad code, and suppose you have not done the code coverage. Now let's get back to our job and add some job for our Sonar Cloud configuration. Let's click it here. I have just given some name which we can able to include it, like prepares analysis for Sonar Cloud. So add it here. Prepare analysis for Sonar Cloud. Okay. The next one is our run code analysis, public quality gate. So just add run code analysis. Yes. And then publish quality gate. Basically, we need this pipeline to be on top so that it will just going to check the quality before, and then it will try to break the build if suppose it's give the negative result. Okay, or the quality get failed. Okay, now one more thing we need to add it here, basically the build breaker. You can search it here, build breaker. Yeah, just add it here. Okay, now I will not going to explain much detail how this service connection will go to made, because this one example I already showed you. So this is the service connection which I have already created with the Sonar Cloud. So I'm just going to select by default whatever it is here, and I already did before. Now just select the organization. Yeah, this is my organization. Okay, what I need is a use standalone and manual configuration. What is my project key? So I've just copy pasted the name, so that I just copy this project here, paste it here, project name, and then now we need a project name here. Copy this, paste it here. Rest of the thing is fine. Just need to go into the advanced. So there are some. These are some property which try to figure out if we wanted to skim some files to basically avoid checking by the Sonar Cloud tool. So you can just able to basically hide this, or you can remove it in the analysis file. Okay. So this setting is fine for this, and run code analysis we not to do anything, so keep as it is. Build breaker, yeah, this is very important now. Just select the connection, same connection which we have created already and selected previously into our prepare analysis and our organization. It. Now let's see what is our current version for the master CICD app into the Play Store. It's currently 15, and in our industry it's currently 15 also. So let's make it 16. Okay, now just try to build the pipeline. Let me to commit this. Okay, PC to 16. Okay, commit and push. Yeah, it's committed now. Okay, now just go back to the pipeline. Okay, now just queue this. Okay, now agent job is running here, started running. Basically it will going to take some time. It's trying to check out the source code now. Now it's trying to run code analysis. Now it's trying to publish the quality gate result that is passed now. Let's, yeah, so build also not breaking. Now it's currently trying to create the APK file. Now it is trying to sign in the APK. Now this copying the file. It's trying to publish the artifact. Or it is trying to release a build to the Play Store. Okay, look like successful. Let's see the report. Okay, perfect. So APK successfully published. Let's see into our Play Store. Currently it's 15, should be 16. Yeah, see, this is 16. That means it successfully passed. The build was not breaking. Okay, and we can able to create a build to the Play Store. So let's see. Go to the pipeline. Click here, and it will going to show you the extension. So extension, it will going to give actually how it is indicated with the Sonar Cloud to give the detailed reports. You can click here and you can go to the Sonar Cloud directly from here, which is configured, and now you can see the reports. Yeah, here. So it is trying to execute last 30-day code and everything is fine. Zero duplication on 76 new line. Okay. No security hotspot, no bug. Let's now create a scenario for a negative testing where we will going to add some bad code into our existing project. Okay, and our Sonar quality gate should detect it, and our build breaker should fail it. Build breaker will going to basically detect as soon as Sonar code quality gate failed in the pipeline, and it will not allow you to further execute it. So I have written some test script code which is actually just calling a method which is not existing into our actual test one file. Okay, and I'm also going to write some duplicate method for the bad code. Sonar code quality will going to detect the code coverage, basically will going to be negative condition, and also it will going to detect the duplicate method. That means that our Sonar code quality get failed. Let's see also check with our jest what is our current test cases execution. Okay, it's fail now. Figure out what is your, okay, so I have also updated the version code, that is 17. And if you see that currently on for master CICD app it's 16. So if it's passed, it should go and upload the new version, but we are creating a scenario where it should be failed. So let's see how it's work. So now let's go to the source tree. Okay, and commit this. Okay, test media is there now. Let's go back to our pipeline and run this. Let's see. In this scenario, build breaker should fail and it should not allow you to execute further. It will take some time. Now it's trying to prepare the analysis, doing the run code analysis now. Now it's trying to publish quality get result. Let's see if it's pass or fail. Yeah, it's failed. Okay. So if you see it's failed, so it will not going to create any kind of build and you will not going to release anything. Let's see what's the error is showing. Okay. Yeah. The analysis did not pass the quality gate because at least one analysis has the status error. Okay. Now means this is failed or configuration is working. Let's see. So you can just go to this description and you can just go to the extension. Yeah, you can see here. Okay. So code coverage for the new code is less than 80%, and you can just go and see some detailed report if you want. Okay. It will going to tell you about all the, yeah, see, coverage issue. Okay, let's click it here. So there are some file which is not getting covered. So you can just click it here and go inside it. See the detail. See the detail. No code by test and all that. Okay, let's go back to the pipeline. Now that's done, but we have tested both the scenario. Let's see what is next. Okay, now let's cover scenario number 4 and 5. Here we will going to set a policy for the branch where it will going to only approve the particular PR if it is approved by the approver, and we are also going to set a policy for the Sonar quality get result. If it is positive, then only approver can able to merge into the particular branch. Let's go to the branches, click on branch policies. Okay, so there are few settings which you see here. So one is build validation, so it will only going to be allowed to merge the PR if it is approved by the particular approver. And status check is something we can set it for the Sonar cloud. So if it's Sonar cloud quality get is passed, then only it will going to be merged. So let's click here, make it on, and I think rest of the scenario is totally fine. We need not to change it. Basically these are the different pipeline which we're going to check it. Okay, and just save it, and same for this also. We just need to on it and just click it here and check the Sonar quality gate. Okay, and status should be succeeded if needed to complete the pull request. Okay, now just save it. Okay, now just come back to our pipeline. Let's see this. Okay, and now just go to our code. Just go to our branch. Let's see. So still let's create one feature branch. Okay, paste PR pass. Let's see first pass scenario. Create a branch. Okay. In this, what we will do, we will just going to make it change, like we're going to make it count to 2 and here to 2. Okay, and then we will just going to commit the code. That's why it will going to push to the feature branch. Okay. Now let's go and create a pull request. New pull request. So case for pass. We're going to create a pull request for the master branch. Create it. Now if you see started checking the status, okay, you can just click it here. Yeah, it is trying to figure out a different scenario. So cloud quality get results and the build validation. Okay, you click it here. Yeah, you can see this pipeline is running. You can click it here. Yeah, it will going to keep running and try to give the result of the Sonar cloud. Okay, it will take some time. It is trying to check out the code. Now it is preparing the analysis, doing the run code analysis. Now it's already published the colleague result. Yeah. Now let's go back to our pull request. Okay. See this? Yeah. It's here. It is giving a green check mark, means it is passed. You can just click on approve. It will allow to approve it. And if you want to complete it, it will allow you to complete it. Okay. There is no issue. Means quality gate is passed. You can also click it here. Go here and check it. Okay. So there is no issue. Now let's come back. Now we have tested the pass quality gate result. Let's also test the fail quality gate result and check whether it is allowing the approver to merge or not. Let's go back. Okay, now let's create a new feature branch from the same master branch for a bad code. Okay, fail pull request. Okay, let's add some duplicate method into it. I will just going to do a copy paste here. I'm also going to add some method into it, which is going to call a method does not exist from the test script file. It's just to cross verify, just check it. The code coverage part should be 6 failed. 6 failed now. Now let's go back to our source tree and commit this code into our feature branch. Okay. Now let's go to our pull requests. Let's see. Let's create a new pull request. Fail PR. Okay. Let's create it. Let's see, it started doing the Sonar quality check now. Let's go to the build validation. It started running now. It will going to take some time to execute it. It's trying to check out the code. Repair analysis is done. It's trying to do the run code analysis. It's trying to publish quality gate. That is also done. Now let's see our pull request. Oh, it's failed. Okay, let's click it here. Let's see why it is failed. Yeah, so code coverage is less than 80%. Duplication in 176 line. You just click it here. You can see it here. Test file. No code coverage test. Duplication line. You can see it here. Okay, so like this you can check all the scenarios. Now let's get back to our pull request and let's try to merge that. Okay, now suppose some approver try to approve it and try to merge it, it will going to give this kind of a error that quality get failed. Means in this, when the developer and team will going to implement this scenario, we will going to be 100% sure about the quality of the code always. Now we have almost now completed our second stage also. Okay, the second topic. Now I think it's almost more than 30 minutes for a demo. We are running out of the time. The next topic, how to create a branching studies for the release management. It will going to take some more time. So I would like to do this into this webinar only, but it's better that we should cover this into the next webinar. So soon we're going to set up a next webinar, and definitely we're going to have that session also. We're going to learn how to create a dynamic YAML file to handle multiple branches and creating a multiple build with a single YAML file. Okay, thanks a lot for your time, and I really appreciate all the audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandeep, for the wonderful working session. And thank you all for joining this webinar. If you have any questions related to mobile DevOps, or if you have a project where you need help, please contact us on the given numbers and we will be happy to assist you. Thank you.